This has serious implications for the Golden State Warriors, as tomorrow night Steph Curry and the rest of Dub Nation gets ready to tip off against SGA and the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, a team of which the Golden State Warriors have played pretty well against over the last couple of seasons, despite the incredible success of the young organization that is OKC. And you look at this game and it has serious implications and is the most important game of the early season so far for many different reasons, but maybe the most of all, an opportunity for the Golden State Warriors to prove yet again, like they did against the Lakers early in the season, who have looked fantastic since facing off against the Warriors on opening night, like they did against the Denver Nuggets in a fantastic overtime victory, a team that historically over the last couple of years, number one, doesn't win clutch games, number two, doesn't win in overtime. And now a chance against an Oklahoma City Thunder team who, yes, have some injuries, no Lou Dort, no Aaron Wiggins, and of course, another player out for no Jalen Williams, right? The former All-Star from last season. People are saying him and SGA potentially the best duo in the NBA, right? Those guys are out. Now you have a chance. Go take something, Golden State. Go prove to the rest of the league that, yeah, the Oklahoma City, they have a couple of guys out, but they're still performing at the top of their game. They still look like the most dominant team in the NBA because of the high-caliber play of guys like Caruso, Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren's having an all-time year, and then Shea, of course, averaging dang near 30 at this point to start the year. And, man, this is a huge opportunity to start the road stretch, right? Last season we had an opportunity early in the year to go win road games. We end up winning 4 out of our 5 in a huge road stretch, beating Boston, OKC, some other big teams. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. But this is the biggest opportunity so far in the early season. Go into OKC, to the defending champs, and prove to the rest of the league we are still here. Need a big night from Steph Curry, need a big night from Kuminga, need a big night from Jimmy and the rest of the guys to find a way to get it done in OKC and prove to the rest of the league we're not done yet. I'm Houston Bo. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button. It's the easiest way for you guys to support us on the channel, and it's also the easiest way for you guys to never miss out on content. We are in the heart of the NBA season at this point. Games every single night, NBA Cup action tipping off as well. So much to look forward to, especially at this point in the year where Warriors games have been a little bit of a struggle so far. A great start to the year, going 4-1. Then we lose 4 of our next 5. It's a real struggle. We bounce back. All of a sudden, we're 6-5. A 6-game road stretch coming up. Thunder, Spurs. Absolutely brutal. Find a way to win some of these games and move forward. And tonight I want to specifically talk about tomorrow night's major matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he talks about, Steve Kerr talks about this upcoming road trip. And his overall message really was, when you assess this team early on in the season, man, hasn't been great. We're still looking for a major identity, but he does remain highly confident in the ability of his team, as do I think the rest of Dub Nation, right? I think for the most part, it's been a frustrating start to the year, but we still feel good about the potential and the makeup of this team, right? This is a team that is built to win a championship. Roster construction-wise has been great. The young guys haven't been consistent enough. Steph's been sick for 3 straight games, right? We lose 2 of those 3. So it's been a stressful start to the year. DeAnthony Melton comes back soon. The Seth Curry signing will be happening soon, right? We're learning about what the flow of the offense looks like with a new guy like Al Horford. So we're still finding an identity, but once we do, that confidence is going to start bleeding into victories as well. Steph Curry and SGA. This Warriors team has honestly fared pretty well against the Thunder team who's been dominant over the last couple of seasons, right? SGA had a 50-point performance last season against the Dubs, and the Warriors still found a way to get the job done. 2 seasons ago in the NBA Cup action, Steph Curry hits a game-winning floater, a little flip. There's all the commotion at the end. People saying Draymond Green goaltended it. Offensive goaltending, turns out if you hit the net and not the rim and it doesn't affect the shot, then it doesn't count as goaltending, right? There's been some battles between these franchises over the last couple of seasons, and now you have an opportunity for the Golden State Warriors, for Steph Curry, for Steve Kerr, for the rest of the organization to prove, hey, in these big games on the road, right? Because we've been abysmal on the road to start the year. We've looked great at home, 5-1. Away from home, awful. We have not been successful at all playing on the road, which has been a major struggle for us in recent years as well. Find a way to go on the road against a fantastic team who's got a couple of injuries right now, right? Prove to the rest of the league that, hey, we are here to stay. We're not going anywhere. Steph Curry, Jonathan Kuminga, Brandin Podziemski, we need these guys to have big nights and prove to the rest of the league. I know I've said that several times, but really this is a marquee game and an opportunity on the road to go get that done. When you look at who Will Richard has been, I think this is another great opportunity for him to play against some great guard play and against some great wing play as well. Alex Caruso, Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, these are all guys that are going to be Maybe potentially up against Will Richard at the point in the game where you hope that he gets heavy minutes. He really hasn't been playing a whole lot, but when he has been playing, 19 points per game, shooting it at 40% clip from three, field goal percentage when you're shooting at 57%, things are going to go well. So knocking down his free throws as well. This is a guy who I think tomorrow night can come in and make an impact as he has throughout the beginning of the season. I look forward to watching him do that. The first long road trip of the season last year, as I talked about, November 2nd through the 10th, 4-1, beating four pretty solid teams. Houston, great. Last season ended up obviously being the 2. DC and whatever, but then Boston and OKC, huge wins on the road. Cleveland, you drop, but you still go 4-1. You'll be content about that. 6-game road trip approaching. Tough start. Thunder, Spurs. 3 really difficult games. You got to find a way to win 2 of those 3. If you win 2 of those 3, you improve to 8-6. All of a sudden, maybe you're the 5 or the 6 seed in the West, and you feel a little bit better than being a game over 500, struggling to get back in that win column. But it all starts tomorrow night. Avoid going back to 500 and prove against a solid team like the Oklahoma City Thunder that you are still here to stay. And I expect to get a big performance from Steph Curry. He's been sick over the last couple of games, right? We've had to lean on the younger core a little bit more than maybe we would have liked. Now's an opportunity for Steph to come back, be healthy, find a way to have a big performance, and ultimately get the job done in a way that we honestly desperately need him to. When you look at what Jonathan Kuminga has been to start the year, 30 minutes per game, 16, 7, and 3, 2.5 turnovers per game at a clip that is higher than we need it to be, but he's shooting the great from 3, shooting really well from the 3-throw line as well. This is another opportunity, Jonathan Kuminga, for you to come in a good environment against really good defensive opportunities for guys on the Thunder team, to prove that you deserve to be on this roster, that you deserve to be getting heavy minutes, right? He's looked great to start the year. I truly believe that. Jonathan Kuminga has been excellent, but there are still moments where you see the youth. This is a good opportunity to put together another complete game, because now that we've seen flashes of it, right? It's been pretty consistent to start the year, but now build up a body of work that proves to us and gives us the confidence to have full agreement in what you're doing on the court as a fan, right? Because when you start playing well, when you start building that body of work, all of a sudden as a fan, I'm a little bit less susceptible to getting upset about you shooting a turnaround mid-range, right? I'm a little bit less upset about you shooting a 3-pointer in transition when you should be taking a guy to the hoop. I'm a little bit less likely to get upset about you getting in your bag a little bit and trying to go score, because you're proving to me now that you're doing things that help the team win, committed on defense, rebounding, improving your 3-point shooting, right? So now I'm giving you the green light a little bit, Jonathan Kuminga. I'm putting myself in Steve Kerr's shoes and I'm saying, hey, you've done everything great so far, and I love that. Now take these last couple weeks of basketball, right? The committing yourself to the team, committing yourself to the organization, and mesh that with the attacking, hungry ability of the Jonathan Kuminga we've seen in the past, and become this hybrid of an unselfish teammate, but also in attack mode constantly. That's what makes Jimmy Butler so great, and that's why he's been pretty good to start the year this season. He's been in attack mode. He also looks for his teammates greatly. And defensively, he's locked in and he rebounds hard, right? So now's an opportunity to put all those facets of your game together and start to put together some complete games where you get to the end and you see that Hoop Central post and you go, wow, Kuminga's having himself a heck of a year, maybe trying to stand out for the Most Improved Player award. I expected him to get 6th Man of the Year because I thought he'd come off the bench. That doesn't end up being the case because he gets the starting nod. You love to see that. Big game tomorrow night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Serious implications for the season. Find a way to go in there and get the job done. All of a sudden, if you go in and you beat the Thunder, you're 7-5. You're winning games again. Spurs start to get a little bit nervous now that we just knocked off the Thunder. You find a way to get that game, maybe both the games in San Antonio, and all of a sudden, man, you feel good about where your season's heading. Big one tomorrow night. Let's see if we can get the job done. Steph, Pods, Kuminga, Dre, Post. We'll see what the starting lineup ends up being, but obviously Jimmy Butler. It's going to be a fun one. I'm a Houston Bo. You guys have been the fans. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, go Dubs. Peace.